Isa ka ba sa nahihirapang humanap ng trading opportunities na para bang wala tayong makuhang matinong trade? Well, I guess lahat naman nakakaranas yan. So, for today's video, tuturuan ko kayo guys from start to finish paano natin masosolve yan. What is good mga champion and welcome back to another video. So, for today's video guys, again, as I have mentioned, tuturuan ko kayo paano natin masosolve if hindi kayo makahanap ng trading opportunities. So, isang factor kaya nahirapan kayo, most probably is hindi nyo alam yung inyong trading bias. Okay? So, step by step, I will show you guys paano ako humanap ng opportunity regardless kung ano man yung condition ng market. So, nga pala, if you want to be part of our growing TFP VIP Champions community, you may want to check out our 90-day Forex one-on-one mentorship program. As I mentioned, meron akong two options. Option 1 is for the one-on-one mentorship via Zoom. So for the option 2, these are the masterclass recorded lessons para you can learn at your own pace if ever may difficulties ka when it comes to your schedule. So again, there's no excuse learning the TFP VIP Champion system. So without further ado, let's get straight to our charts. Alright guys, so speaking of finding opportunities sa market, right? So, alam naman natin, there are a lot of cross-currency pairs na pwede natin i-trade. However, isa sa pinakamadali na pwede nyo mapili is any currency pair na related sa US dollar. Tandaan natin, US dollar is one of the global reserve currencies. So, definitely, we can take advantage ng tinatawag nating volatility sa market. Okay? So, before diving sa mga currency pairs na merong USD, might as well i-check nyo, pinakauna is yung ating index. So, yung index, para sa mga hindi pa nakalam, again, this lesson is focusing more on the beginner and intermediate. But if ever you're advanced, probably meron din kayo makuhang aral dito. So, again, feel free to watch, or if not, kung alam nyo na to, then you might skip this video. Right? So, again, number one natin i-check is yung ating index. Symbol niyan is DXY. So, this dollar index is showing you the reflection of how well the US dollar is performing. Okay? So, makita natin yung structure para makuha din tayo ng bias. Alright? So, from the past, so currently I am on a daily time frame. So, over tayo from the recent months, di ba, na nagkaroon tayo ng mga fundamental factors affecting yung dollar price. Nandiyan yung mga tariff wars, di ba? Ano pa? Yung literal na giyera from, Iran, Israel, Ukraine, Russia, anything na may relation sa anything na related sa giyera, obviously may impact yan sa global reserve currency, lalo na yung US dollar. Okay? So, from the past, makita natin, nagkaroon tayo ng sudden, continuous consecutive drop ng dollar. So, currently, when it comes to structure, kita naman natin na we have broke through a series of key levels when it comes to a buying level. So, kung makita natin from here, we have just broke through this level of around 99.787, right? So, that means currently market sentiment when it comes to index is of a bearish momentum. Okay? But that doesn't necessarily mean na selling tayo. Tandaan nyo, there may be opportunity na kahit taliwas yung trend is makahanap tayo ng opposite opportunity. Right? Pero kung titignan natin to, again, just drawing some confluences. No? Just put some trend lines para magkaroon tayo ng effective. Okay? So ngayon, since bearish nga yung momentum the past few months, right? We can fairly say na malaking chance na it will still go down, but hindi nang tatapos doon. Dito na magbabasa yung ating opportunity kung ano yung ginawa niya from the past few days. Okay? As we can see, we have series of bearish candle and then somewhat market now recovering. Okay? But the challenge here is it enough para sabihin na magbabay ako? Okay? Even though nakakita ko ng two bullish candles from the past few days. Okay? No one knows yet. Pero ang point dito, it can be a short-term opportunity, I guess. Okay? Normally, ang ginagawa ko para malaman ko kung ano yung magiging bias ko for this time at sa mga short-term na pwede kong kuhanin is yung daily high and low from the past. Okay, so meron tayo dito ang bullish. And then, since daily naman yan, it would take some time para gumalaw yan ng hindi kayo makapag-react. So, since I am on a daily time frame, we have plenty of time mag-react sa market. Okay? Pero ang basis ko is itong daily high. So, kasi bakit? As I mentioned from the past few lessons, the past, di ba? I can use that as my support and resistance sa lower time frame. Okay? So, makita natin, currently the price is in between this highs and low ng past daily candle. That means, kung ako maghanap ng opportunity, I'd rather wait, di ba? Kasi, kung titignan mo, if talagang bearish yung momentum, it should be breaking itong daily low level natin from the daily. And if ito naman ay mag-continue pataas, which I think ang kanyang limit is around this trend line resistance. Okay? If ever maging bullish siya, makita natin mag-close dapat to in terms of daily candle. Okay? So, may magtatanong, sir, daily yan and I should be waiting couple of days. Kasi bakit? Given yung recent candle natin, medyo hindi siya ganun ka-volatile. That means, medyo maliit yung reference natin. But if you're going to average, more or less, mga ganitong size ng candle, so it would take you more or less 2 days para masabi natin ng bullish market. And it would take me, same thing, around 2 days para masabi ko na bearish. So, kakain ng oras yun, di ba? So, hindi lahat ng beginner ay kaya ng kapital nilang makapag-trade ng long term. Okay? So, I'm just showing you from start na you should always see at least yung higher perspective. Okay? Hindi naman ibig sabihin nag-daily ako ay swing trade na, di ba? So, I always use daily as a basis para makita ko yung pinakagalaw in the next few days. Okay? So, alam natin na it would take more time. Ika nga. So, waiting game tayo ngayon when it comes to long-term perspective. So, dyan na papasok na we have to look for a different style of trading. That means, I may look for scalping or day trading. So, maglilipat tayo ngayon ng reference higher time frame, which is 4 hours. So, just a review, no? Para sa mga hindi nakakalam, I will flash na lang sa screen. If you are a swing trading, okay? You are aiming for swing trade, your higher time frame reference would always be daily, and your execution time frame would be 1 hour. Kung ikaw naman ay day trading, your reference would be 4 hours sa higher time frame and yung execution mo sa 15 minutes. And kung mag-scalp ka, short term, ang reference mo higher time frame is 1 hour and execution time frame is 5 minutes. Right? So, tignan nyo lang sa screen. So, that means, kung swing perspective, I may have to wait a couple of days, which some people hindi kaya. Okay? So, I'm placing myself dun sa position ng mga maliliit ang account na hindi kaya mag-swing trade at yung nagsisimula pa lang. Right? So, I may need to go to 4 hours para makita natin yung price natin for DXY. So, kanina, daily tayo, halos wala tayong makuha structure. No? So, kasi isang candle lang yung in between. Ngayon, nagkaroon tayo ng additional information na from this 4-hour breakdown, kita natin na market is trying to go up. Kasi makita nyo, merong mga buying pressure candles. Plus, it is in reference with pwede na tayo mag-combine ng confluences such as yung ating how we call this? Trend line. So, meron tayong trend support and we can see a lot of buying pressure candles. So, tandaan nyo, yung candlestick is parang message yan na it will give you certain clue ahead of time kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari in the next few hours or days depende sa time frame. So, here, kung 4 hour to, buyers are trying to kick in, diba? So, 1, 2, 3. So, ngayon, may bullish candle. So, for 8, 12, 16 hours, bullish yung market. And from here, makita natin na as a structure, I am now on a trendline support. So, nag-hold tong level na to. Okay, so that is a good sign if you are aiming to buy. But take note, ngayon na nag-short term ka ng time frame, ang limit mo for trading opportunity is hindi ka pwedeng lumagpas. Alam mo na meron kang daily high as boundary. So, kung mag-trade man tayo ng long, hanggang dito lang. Yan lang yung parang trading opportunity. Itong range lang na yan. Okay? So, do I need more information? Enough na ba sa akin itong 4 hour as a confluence? So, I think, even though nakapag-connect ako ng trendline as an opportunity, okay, I may be needing more information. So, that means na I may be opting for a little bit more short term para mas makita pa ako ng more candlestick. So, yung 4 hour na yung break down into series of 1 hour. So, punta tayo ng 1 hour para mas maging klaro yung ating setup. Right? So, take note, nandito pa lang ako sa DXY. I'm just reading DXY para magkaroon ng reference when I move on dun sa aking currency pair. So, ngayon na mas nagkaroon pa ako ng klaro. Right? So, now I can add more confluence sa nakita ko na meron tayong logical support dito. And as a review, di ba? Natin na meron tayong pina-follow na basic system which is TFP wire system as a guide. So, pwede rin ako mag-connect ng trendline. Okay. So, that means we are now heading for an HPT zone for a buy. Ito yun. Although, as of this timing, I don't think na pwedeng tayo mag-think agad. Okay? What we want is, sabi nga, kung mag-buy tayo, the idea here, as a review, di ba? If your system buy system rules is kailangan we are above horizontal level, we are above trendline support, and we must be feeding a trendline resistance or breakout. So, at least 2 of this, meron ka. So, ang goal natin is makapag-breakout siya and then mag-pull back tayo dito sa so, ini-aim natin. Okay? That means, if I want to trade a currency pair, diba, I may need muna ma-check kung magkakaroon siya ng impulsive move up o hindi. Currently ngayon, I cannot be impulsively trading dahil na nakita ko ng buying pressure. Kailangan umayon pa rin tayo sa setup ng rules. Diba? So, currently, ipit pa ako dito sa trendline resistance at itong horizontal support. So, although in confluence na tayo sa dalawa, it is showing na mas maganda mag-pullback muna siya dito para solid. Diba? Makuha natin itong trade na yan. Okay? So, ngayon, pupunta tayo ngayon dito sa kabila. Okay, sa side na to for the currency pair. So, take note, my bias is long, pero short term lang. Kasi bakit? Kung swing ako, I might need to wait muna nga, di ba? Sabi ko, I need to exceed itong daily high, daily low ng daily. Okay? So, based na nakikita ko sa 1 hour, okay, it's a good idea to buy, pero I might need to wait. I need to break out and then pull back. Kasi bakit? Yung tutundok ko na HPT zone. Paano ko hindi mangyari yun? Right? So, what if, sir, hindi po ganun nangyari, bumaba siya. Same thing. You have a small gap here that you can trade as a short opportunity. Sabihin, kung nangyari na hindi mag-breakout, bumaba siya, same rules apply. Pero, in terms of what? Bearish. Okay, so, yung mag-matter, yung, again, we have plenty of opportunity. It is, nasa atin lang, kung nasang HPT zone ka gumagalaw. So, if ever ganyan, ang opportunity mo yun is pull back siya dito, then you can trade short term nito. So, take note, nakakala nyo maliit lang yung gap na yan. Bakit? 1 hour tayo. Ang execution naman ng 1 hour is 5 minutes. So, you have plenty of space para makakuha ng trade dito. At least 1:3 reserve. So, again, the reason I'm aiming for buy is meron tayong mga buying pressure. We are at support. Okay? Although we cannot predict naman yung market, we're just basing it on probability. Okay? So, sabi nga, ang workaround natin, if dito yan, dito ka mag-trade. So, either way, you can trade both ways. So, ngayon punta tayo dito sa currency pair. So, this is dollar yen. Ito tayo. So, start ulit tayo sa alam mo na yung bias ng short term. Take note, nasa daily, wala tayong trade. Kasi nga, hintay pa. Sa 4 hours, less few candles. So, I went down sa 1 hour para mas makakita ko ng more details. So, punta naman tayo sa daily dito sa dollar yen. Ito lang to makita natin. Okay. Structure-wise, in comparison kanina sa DXY heavily down, di ba? So ngayon, yung dollar yen naman, since dollar is trading against yen and yung ating base currency is dollar, so it is in reference with the index. Okay? However, structure-wise, hindi sila ganun identical. Okay? Bakit? We are now on a tight consolidation. Pero, structure-wise, we are on a support. Yan. Yung support, merong resistance. So, that means consolidate na yung market. So, ngayon, anong gagawin natin? Same nung ating dollar index, merong heavy bullish move from the past few days. So, halos identical lang. Kaya nga, mas maganda, makita nyo muna yung index para meron na kayong guide pag nag-currency pair kayo. Okay. So, anong gagawin ko dito? Same thing. Diba? Kung gusto ko mag-buy long term, mas exceed this. Kung mag-sell, exceed this. Okay. Same rule. But since I have less information, and I might need to wait few more days, same nung sa index, I may not need to trade long term. Okay, so dyan papasok na hindi porket gusto ko swing, swing na agad ngayon, pwede na. No. Normally pag swing, matalas ang waiting, matagal ang waiting time. Pero sulit naman sa long run. Pupunta tayo ngayon ng 4 hours to see also what's happening. So sa 4 hours, makita natin, meron tayong buying pressure, nagkaroon ng bullish market. So ngayon, somewhat, probably may correction, kaya nagkaroon ng selling pressure. So, medyo lacking information, but again, we can add more confluences naman. Same din naman sa index. Buka ng trend line. Mas magiging klaro yan pagpunta tayo ngayon sa same rules apply. Alright. Ano, halos identical lang ng ginagawa natin dito sa DXY. So, bias-wise, we are what? At a trend line support. Do I see any support level? Okay, we can use this as a reference. Or, itong previous structure. Pwede yan. Or, kung babalik ako sa 4 hours, diba? Yung dati yung 4 hour low. Okay, yun yung pwede nyo maging support. Tayo sa pwede mo yung maging anchor point ang level na to. Okay, ito yung daily 4 hour low mo, di ba, sa reference. The reason ginamit ko rin to kasi ito yung past structure na binasag nitong market. Significant pa rin yan. And it can be, kasi ang support naman, hindi naman siya eksaktong line, it can be a zone. So, that's why we can say na fairly, roughly, itong area niyan is your support level. Yun. Right? So, ngayon, paano tayo hanap ng setup? Okay. So, take note na we are now at a line support, horizontal support. So, wala lang tayo zone para may idea. So, and then, trend line. Okay, gawa tayo ng trend line. Makita natin, meron tayong breakout na. Okay, so that means, habang naghihintay tayo sa DXY na mag-pull back, tumaas. So, meron ng consolidate. Kasi pag nakita nyo na size, almost same size yung buying na selling na body. That means, ang structure niyan, is parang nagpo-consolidate lang yan. But equal level. So, ngayon, is questionable pa to. Kaya nga siya tinawag indecision. There are almost an equal number of buyers and sellers. Ay, hindi pa ako pwedeng magsabi na buy talaga ako. Pero, confluence-wise, right, same nang ginawa natin, I am now above support. I am now above trendline support. Okay? I have broke through trendline resistance. So that means, may tinutumbok na tayo ng HPT zone. So, to make it more specific, ang HPT area natin around here, di ba? So, that means, kailangan natin bumalik dun sa logical support natin. So, ito yung magiging logical HPT opportunity ako, HPT zone. Kasi, sabi nga din sa DXY, I might need to have a pullback. Kung gusto natin tumaas na to and then mag-correct siya, same thing. Pag ito nagkaroon ng green candle, tumaas at nagkaroon ng pullback, nagkaroon ng buying pressure, then bababa na ako ng 5 minutes for me to take the trade. Dito. So, nakita nyo, in reference pa rin tayo dun sa limit natin na high and low. So, since DXY and US dollar correlated, obviously, ang base currency na USD, somewhat same sila ng bias. So, ito yung sinasabi ko na mas madaling kumuha ng bias pag nakikita mo yung okay. So, for US dollars, marami namang cross-currency pair. Not unless ang USD mo is yung quote, meaning siya yung pangalawa dun sa currency. Let's say, Euro, USD. So, yung chart nito is opposite ng DXY. Para lang aware ka. Okay? Nagkataon na yung aking base. So, yung dollar ko is yung base. So, yung una dun sa cross pair. So, same to dapat ng dalawang. Same ng bias. Okay? That means, currently, as a setup, I might need to wait. Okay? So, pag sinabi kong wait, ibig sabihin, meron ka na idea, saan mo gusto pumunta yung market? So, ang goal natin dito is, mag-pull back yung market dito, so we can take the buy. Okay? Not immediate. Take note, pag punta dito, saka ka lang pumunta ng 5 minutes. Okay? Or at least makakita ka ng buying pressure, di ba? So this is a sweet spot para makuha ng buy setup. Same thing mangyayari yan dito. So, identical yung magiging galaw. Not candle per candle, pero ang point doon, we are now moving the same bias as the index. Okay? So, speaking of opportunity is meron. You just have to wait. Diba? Sabi ko nga, it is not always na pag nag-chart ka ngayon agad yung trade. Okay? Not unless mag-trade ka ng 1 minute. Okay? Which I don't advise. Tandaan nyo, sa mga scalper, at least 5 minutes okay na yun. Huwag na kayo bumaba ng 1 minute kasi napakaraming noise and it might give you a wrong signal. Alright? So, again, I hope this is nagkaroon ng sense sa inyo guys na sometimes finding opportunity is dumadali kapag meron kang reference guide pagdating sa bias. Okay? Yung setup naman is ang pagkakatalo lang yan sa timing. Okay? So, we might have a different timing sa ibang currency pair pero ang point ko doon is meron at merong opportunity. Sabi ko nga, hindi nyo lang siguro may bias kaya nahihirapan kayo, ano ba, buy or sell? So ngayon, mas naging klaro na my bias is buy. Okay? Dahil sa sinasabi ng candlestick. Not because may indicator ako ginamit na okay, mag-buy na ako o ganyan. No, I'm solely basing my analysis purely on price action. Okay? Kasi bakit? Everything nangyari from the past are all buying pressure. Same goes dun sa trend. Diba? Recently, yung trend, although down, pagdating sa long term, yun yung sinabi ko, the more na bumababa yung market, it's actually giving us the opportunity to buy it more cheaper. Diba? Kaya naging bias natin yun, somewhat is a short-term buy. Okay? Bakit short-term? Kasi yung long-term ko, I might need to wait more or couple of days. Right? So, yeah, I hope nakakuha kayo ng idea how I look for opportunity. So, ginagawa ko to, same with other currency pairs na may USD or against USD. So, mas marami kasing pwede kang i-trade kapag ang bias mo or index mo is USD. Right? Other pairs, okay, you just do the same drill. Okay? Pero, again, not all of them have the index, diba? So, pero ang point ko doon, same process. Alam mo na kayo yung mga iba dito, I'm just showing you ideas na posibleng walang opportunity yan. Okay? Siguro lang, timing lang at yung waiting time doon kayo nainip. Kaya feeling nyo wala kayong makuha. Setup. Okay? So, right. So, I hope nakapagbigay na naman tayo ng aral sa inyo guys. And actually, he's really for the beginners or intermediate. Okay? So, mga advanced, again, you can skip the video. You can even no need to watch. Pero ang point ko doon, whatever idea I have, para mas makatulong sa inyo guys, lalo na yung mga nagbabase lang sa mga free contents ko, again, you can earn decently dito sa free contents, di ba? I'm not saying na hindi kayo pwedeng kumita, and I'm not forcing anyone or everyone na mag-enroll sa course ko. Ang point ko doon is some students, some people really have to na magkaroon sila ng drive na seryosohin talaga, gawing career. So, that is where I come into play, di ba? So, kaya I'm offering this VIP mentorship para makatulong sa inyo, and of course, ma-shorten yung learning curve nyo na you don't have to do trial and error. Right? So again, thank you so much to all my TFP, VIP champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat po ng sumusuporta. So, God bless. See you all on the next videos. Bye.
Alright guys, so I just want to inform and announce that our TFE VIP Champion Student private Discord community is already up. And yeah, here we have several channels wherein we share our technical trading ideas among each other. And of course, we also have our weekly trade ideas para sa ating mga weekly forecast para sa mga currency pairs and some announcement section. And of course, since tayo ay global, of course, we have other students as well na galing sa mga ibang bansa overseas. So, we introduce ourselves and introduce kung saan tayo galing, sa bansa tayo ngayon, OFW man o hindi. But nevertheless, this is a healthy community para mag-share ng mga trading ideas para sa inyo guys. And hopefully, I will be putting up a server publicly para sa mga baguhan naman and those mga followers and subscribers natin. Alright? So yeah, this is just a minor announcement, and hopefully, guys, you can join us and make this community grow, lalo na sa ating mga estudyante nag-aaral. Alright, guys, so mga baguhan pa lang. But nevertheless, everyone here wants to learn, wants to make profits from the market, but as much as possible, we're all equal in the eyes of the market. Alright, guys, so that would be it. So, yun lang, and thank you very much. Alright, bye-bye.